It's bad news for Nicholas Latifi's future in Formula 1. But who's going to replace him? Logan Sargent? Nick de Vries? Roy Nissany? No, it's Alpine Academy member Oscar Piastri. Now I will say, a lot of these are just rumours, but they seem to be pretty reliable rumours. Oscar is probably one of the most deserving drivers to get a seat in Formula 1. He is, in my opinion, a generational talent, a Charles Leclerc or George Russell. He's like these guys because he's won Formula Renault, Formula 3 and Formula 2 back to back to back, the same as George and Charles. Although saying that, George and Charles only won Formula 2 and Formula 3 back to back. As for the 2022 season, Oscar has been sat on the sidelines as a reserve driver and helping out with some testing. Although next season, in 2023, it seems like Oscar will be racing alongside Alex Albon in the Williams seat. Now I think this is a pretty strong driver lineup. Alex will probably want to be the number one driver there, but who knows, Oscar could be blisteringly quick there. Now obviously Oscar will still have ties to Alpine when he's at Williams, and I don't think Alpine want to get rid of their future protege. And then there were also reports saying that Williams are taking Oscar so they can get a discount on a Renault engine, since Alpine will be loaning Oscar to Williams, meaning they'll get a discounted Renault engine. But then this also means that Williams will start to loosen their Mercedes ties. So what does this mean for everyone's favourite Formula 1 driver, Nicholas Latifi? Well, let's just say his Formula 1 career hasn't impressed anyone at all. He's had one standout performance, I would say, in Hungary, where he beat George Russell to get his first ever points in Formula 1. And then there's one other notable thing he's done, and that's costing Lewis Hamilton an 8th world title in Abu Dhabi. I'm sure the Hamilton fans love him. And then there's the 2022 season, and again he hasn't been great either, although he has been consistent. And as his former teammate George Russell used to say, consistency is key. So this year in Bahrain he finished 16th, in Saudi Arabia he crashed, in Australia he finished 16th, Imola 16th, Miami 14th, Spain 16th, Monaco crashed on the formation lap 15th, and Baku 15th. Now that is damn consistent. Now the best person to compare a driver to in Formula 1 is their teammate. Now Latifi's teammate is Alex Albon, ex-Red Bull driver and his ex-Formula 2 teammate back in Dams. We have two direct comparisons to compare these two. We have Formula 2 back in 2018, and we have this year, in 2022, Formula 1. Back in the 2018 season of Formula 2, Alex scored 8 podiums and a total of 212 points, whereas Nicholas got 3 podiums and 91 points and finished 9th in the standings, compared to Alex who finished 3rd. As for this year, Albon has been in the points twice. He got P10 in Australia with an incredible drive with a really long strategy. Watch my video on it if you want to. And then again, another great drive to finish P9 in Miami. And then on to Latifi. In Baku, he had some complications, should we say, with a lot of penalties, and he had this silly little incident with his engineer where he tapped the car just before the starting procedure and got himself a 10-second time penalty. And then of course, in classic Latifi style, he ignored blue flags and got himself a 5-second penalty. Now before I continue, let me talk to you a little bit about Squarespace.
It's the all-in-one tool to create a beautiful website. Whether you're an artist wanting to show your portfolio to the world, or create an online store to sell the next big clothing brand, or you can create an insightful but clean and sleek looking blog, Squarespace is the place for you. You don't even need to know how to code, you literally just drag and drop things and it looks so clean. So if that sounds interesting to you, head to squarespace.com using my link below, and then at checkout, use the code CarsWithConnor for 10% off your first domain name. What a deal. So yeah, check the link below. Thanks.
Now the only way I see Williams moving back up the grid is by sourcing out their driver lineup. Now obviously right now they need a secure driver lineup. They have Alex Albon, but he's tied to Red Bull, and then they're also bringing on Oscar, who's tied to Alpine. They need some drivers who are their own. Now obviously they do have their driver academy, and the most likely to come in is probably Logan Sargent in Formula 2, and they need to get him in sooner rather than later. Now if I was head of Williams, I'd want to bring in an experienced driver, like a Nico Hülkenberg, and then also bring along a rookie, like Logan Sargent, and then bang, a driver lineup of experience and some young talent. Now as I said, Williams needs to do this sooner rather than later. It seemed like in 2021 they had some momentum, going from P10 to P8 in the standings. And now this year, it seems like they're going backwards to P10 again. Because let's be honest, he probably won't give a lot of feedback to help develop the car. Although saying that, Piastri probably won't give great feedback either, as he won't have the experience Nicholas has. But the fact that he's shown that he has raw talent and speed, it probably would convince Williams. Now yes, some could say that Nicholas Latifi also showed speed in junior categories. For example, in Formula 2 he finished in P2 in 2019 behind Nick de Vries. That was like his 5th attempt to get somewhere in Formula 2 and he finally got there, but after 5 years, that's some slow progression. But yeah, those are my views on why it's bad news for Nicholas Latifi's future in Formula 1. Oh, I hate to disrespect the king. What do you guys think? Do you think Piastri will get that seat, Logan Sargent, or someone else? Let me know in the comments below. I'm also now streaming on Twitch, so be sure to check that down below. And with that said, I'd like to thank you for watching. I've been Connor, and I'll see you later. Bye.